Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigmatic Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Exit, the Trial of the Griffin, and in today's episode, we have received an invitation to Greifenstein Castle by the Countess. Now, it appears the Countess has some kind of mysterious condition, and she thinks we can help her, but only if we are able to bypass our tests. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game.
It is the year 1837. A few weeks ago, you received a mysterious letter.
Okay,
It
that
was
must
an
be the letter.
invitation to the legendary Greifenstein Castle, written by the Countess herself. She asks for help from an expert in an urgent matter,
An urgent
but
matter?
does not reveal in the letter what exactly she needs help for. Being invited to such noble house, you did not think twice and set off the very next day in a carriage.
It's not day,
The
it's
journey
night.
took you deep
Oh,
into the
I
misty
was gonna say.
forests of northern Germany's highlands, known as
It
the
must be a
Harz,
very long journey.
through winding villages and over bumpy country roads.
We're probably ready
The
to get out of this
locals you asked
carriage.
for directions behaved strangely, either
Why?
giving no information at all or warning you of what to expect.
Okay.
The Countess had not been seen for decades, and ghosts would haunt the stone halls of Greifenstein, they claimed.
Maybe.
As long as your destination was still far away, you could dismiss these stories as cheap folklore.
But
But now you are not longer sure whether the words of the villagers might not contain a shred of truth.
maybe we'll
The
find
carriage
out.
slows down until it finally comes to a complete stop.
Okay.
You stick your head out of the window, and a cold shiver runs down your spine.
Oh
The
boy.
outlines of the castle stand out ominously against the full moon. The dark walls await their newest guest.
Oh boy. Are we going to be in trouble here?
The massive entrance portal has closed behind you and can no longer be opened.
We're trapped?
What now? Perhaps you will find a clue in the invitation letter you received from the Countess.
Why does that knight have no head? Alright. So let's open our inventory. Okay. It's to us, to Liara. Alright. Now read the letter. Okay. Dear guest, I seek your assistance in an urgent matter that requires the strictest discretion and which I can only share with you personally. You can only share with us personally, but you addressed it to dear guest. Why do I feel like this is a spam letter? I know that you are one of the best in the world in your field. Again, very vague. Therefore, I am approaching you with an impossible request. Travel to my ancestral home in Hartz Mountain and help me with my little problem. I am confident that you will not regret it. I eagerly await your arrival at the castle. Why does this seem like this is like the email from like the, you know, foreign prince asking for money, but this is like in the 1800s version of it. Yes, the clocks at Greifenstein tick differently than the ones you're used to. Okay. There's a little clock picture there. I see nothing but letterhead on the back. All right. The clocks. The letter said something about the clocks at Greifenstein. Click on the grandfather clock in the entrance hall to take a closer look. You have found the grandfather clock. Click and hold to move its hands. Okay. Okay. If you get stuck, you can always get a hint. Okay, so it clicks. It does differently. Okay, but I don't need a hint. Then we got to do the tutorial. In the hotel is an unclaimed fortune worth 400 million US dollars. If you send me $500, I will give you the location. Exactly. This is like the 1800s version of that. Alright. Click and hold to open a hint. Number 3 is also the solution to the puzzle. Here are tips you need. Okay. In this tutorial, you can use the first hint without any effect on your score. To solve the puzzle, you need the invitation letter, the Griffin brooch, and the hands of the grandfather clock in the entrance hall. Now try to solve the puzzle with the clock. There's a second item in your inventory that you haven't examined yet. And remember, in Exit, everything in and around the game can be part of the puzzles, even the menus or functions of the device you're playing on. Okay. So let's check this out. We have the red and, okay. So 12, it's upside down, I guess. And we lift this up. I wonder if we can, like, use this on the clock? Maybe? Or, okay, so it's set, right? The big hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe? And then the letter had the little hand at 10. Okay. Well, let's see if that's it. So little hand at 10 and then big hand at 8. Easy. Alright, now there's the head to the knight. Okay, this helmet seems to match the armor standing in the entrance hall. Alright, can we drag it out? You can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. You can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Is there a mirror? Maybe? Let's see. I don't know. In the little image. Old creaking stairs made of oak, just as you would expect in a haunted castle. Of course, of course. In the little image. A door that leads to a room on the upper floor, however, it's sealed shut. There's no way through at the moment. Is there a little version over here? No, so this is 2, this is 3. You can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Is there a little image on this guy? Okay. So this one, the one with the horns, the one without. Okay, so that, and that maybe? Okay. So this one, and that one? Is that supposed to somehow mean something? We have 3, 2 in the little image of me. Where is there a number on the little image? I don't see one. So maybe it means something else. See, it looks like it's saying go from this one, which would be 2, to this guy, which, wait, no, it was 3 something, 3, 1, 2? Maybe? I'm just guessing. Anything from over here? No, okay. Alright. How do we use that? Can we do anything here? We can't go out the door, right? I wonder where this big door leads to. You feel a cold breeze coming from the gap between its leaves, but it won't open. Alright. Is there anything we can do on the floor? We can't click the painting. We can't go to that door. We can't go up the stairs. Only thing we can do is something with this door. Maybe we have to do it a number of times. So, like, we do that 3 times, and then that 1 time, and then this 2 times? No. We have to find out what his number is. So you can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Is it hidden here somewhere? Let me try looking at this. Is it hidden in the spaces? Is it literally written on here? Maybe it's not where I think it would be, and it's somewhere else. I don't see anything in the visor. Okay. Don't see anything there. What if I... Okay, so there's this. What if I close this? Can I look through here? Don't see it. I just saw that night. I'm gonna have to wait and see what that is, but I am very curious. Alright. Alright, does anyone see a hidden number here? Like, I'm wondering if, like, that could be something. I'm trying to see if I can visualize a number. I mean, it says, you can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Would that be this? Or is it going to be something else? I wonder. In the little version. Let's see. What could it be? I feel like I'm blind and it should be obvious. I mean, we already tried 1, maybe. You can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. Maybe it's somewhere on here and I'm not looking correctly. But I think this is going to have to be a number of times that we hit it, right? I mean, it makes sense that this would be the little image. Unless it means something like, we could check escape, maybe? We could check here. Let's see. I don't see anything there. And yes, this has happened before. I have had to check these menus. I don't see a little image there. Yes, I know this seems silly, but let's look. Is there a little image here somewhere? Alright, I don't see one there. Okay, is there a little image on the clock, maybe? I assume we can't just, like, drag that out. So then it has to be here somewhere. One would think. I'm trying to look at white space to see, I mean, 7 maybe? I don't know. Nothing's jumping out to me as obvious with that. Unless it's somewhere else on this helmet and not just on that guy. Maybe. Because see, this makes me wonder why that's here, right? Is there something like with this grate that we can tell? It doesn't seem like it. You can already... Okay. Can we now? Can we already see that? If I do this, does it reveal anything here? I can already see my number hidden in the little image of me. I mean, it's the helmet. Is there a little image of the helmet? Maybe that's what we're looking for, not the knight. Maybe we need to find something that looks more like a helmet. I mean, maybe? Let's see. Is there anything that looks like the helmet in all of these, all of this filigree stuff? I mean, that sort of looks like 8, but that doesn't look like a helmet either, so who knows? I mean, maybe that's fine, though. I just feel like something should be more obvious. But maybe it's not going to be obvious. Maybe it's supposed to be very, very subtle. I mean, perhaps. In the little image of me. Alright, let me look at this one more time. I don't know about you guys. I just don't see any number that's obvious. I mean, I see things that you could guess at. But as far as this guy, like, nothing jumps out and says, yes, that number. I do see... That kind of looks like an 8, but seems manufactured. Like, it doesn't seem like the answer. And it could be I'm misinterpreting what I'm supposed to do here also. But I assume this is the order that we want to go in. Unless there's something I'm supposed to do that I haven't learned yet. But I don't think that's so. So I think... I kind of... Now there is, like, these little... Maybe you have to count those. In which case that'd be 6, but... I don't know about that either. I already see my number hidden in the little image of me. It says it's hidden in the little image. So if I look in it, do I see anything? I just can't. I'm not sure. I mean, that could maybe be something. I could guess at these things. I almost want to get a hint, because I feel like anything else at this point would be like wild speculation. Because I've seen several possibilities. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get a hint to see if we're even thinking in the right direction. Maybe we're just completely off the wall here. You need the knight's helmet and the knight's armor. And well, we already knew that. That's not helpful. That part we already knew. The back of the helmet reveals the order. We figured that out. But how many times do you have to knock each one? You can view the helmet more than once inside your inventory. The inside of the helmet will give a hint where to look for another helmet that will reveal more. I mean, it doesn't really give a hint on where to look for another helmet. Right? It says the miniature version. Well, maybe it means this? I mean, maybe. Oh, now I see it. It literally just appeared to me in my sight. I was like, I see this spot, but right here, an 8. So okay, I should have guessed 8, but then I would have felt like I didn't really solve it. Now I feel satisfied that we actually figured it out. So it was 8. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love how they make it so many that you can't accidentally do it right. All right, we got it. Now it opens. All right, it's much more satisfying
behind you.
to know the
You
answer.
are locked in the library. In the hazy twilight, you see hundreds of books, piled up on the shelves in front of you.
I notice a shield missing. I assume we're gonna want to find one. We also have this. This was the same thing we used on the clock, right? The Greifenstein family crest. They were once the most influential noble houses in the region. Okay, so we can spin those somehow. Can't do anything with that one, but these we can spend, so I assume there's going to be something we need to find with that. Canis lupus. Hey, Everett, are you exiting? We're trying to. You find your thoughts drifting into the fantastical at the sight of the fur. Weren't lycanthropes the arch enemy of... See, I'm going to be real. When I saw us coming here in a carriage in a moonlit night, my first thought was, in fact, werewolf. Not ghost. A cozy fire burns in the hearth. It's nice and warm here, unlike the cold entrance hall. But who lit the fire? Alright, we have a cryptic note. A piece of paper with 3 strange boxes. Okay, I guess we could look at that. You have to scribble down the 3 hiding spots. Blank, water, table. And this one has like red on it, so that's probably important. Alright. Something with water. Book and writing implements. A book with an artistic cover and implements for writing. Were you meant to find them here? Is that what we can write them down on? Click on the quill and choose a color. Click and hold an object to scribble on it. Okay. Okay, so this was our first... Wait, was it? Greetings, my honorable guest. I am pleased that you accepted my invitation to Greifenstein Castle. I want to extend my apologies to you for the inconvenience of now being locked in here. For a long time, I have been plagued by an unpleasant condition that I would like to rid myself of. It's lycanthropy, isn't it? Only you can help me with this. However, I must first make sure that your spirit and your flesh are worthy. Face the trials I have left for you in this book and this castle, then you will soon understand what this is all about. Alright. Alright. And then we can remove the scribbles with the eraser knife. It's also useful... What did it say? It's also useful for scraping things? Okay, so we gotta remember that. Private library of the Greifenstein family. That one is missing the crest there as well. Watercolor and pencil drawing. The large card table is the showpiece of the room. Okay. So we should... I wonder if we might need to like pay attention to this and see what is there or missing. I traveled the world and made inquiries about my condition. I found 3 artifacts that were used by other people for a pact. The consequences were always the same: eternal life, an aversion to sunlight, and an insatiable craving for blood. Oh, vampire. Okay. Sounds familiar. I bought a dagger at a bazaar in Cairo on my journey through Africa. Looters had taken the horseshoe to the Ural Mountains. I confronted them in the icy north. While I was exploring South America, I found the statue in the deep jungles of the Amazon. Okay. And then it's blank right now. Okay, so maybe we need to find these 3? Alright. Candle holder. 3 of the candles have burned down completely. What's on this? We have... Okay. I don't know what to do with that yet. Okay. I wonder what that symbol is supposed to mean too. Alright. Well. What was this? So we have... Did we see any kind of symbols that we needed to pay attention to here? Yeah, I don't see anything yet. Alright. So maybe we keep looking, because I don't know what that could be. Works by Flamil, Agrippa, and Paracelsus, an extremely interesting collection, privately owned by the Greifenstein family. The common werewolf, a field study of lycanthropy, is one of the numerous treatises on mythical creatures that can be found here. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. What's with the lamp? Nothing, I guess. Okay. Alright, so I wonder if there's something else. What do we do here, I wonder? Do we have a hint here somewhere? These are all upright, it appears. But then we have this. Something red, water, and table? I just don't know. Was there something... Can we do anything with our scraper? Oh, we can. Okay. Did we do that? Maybe I did that? I don't know. I can't scrape these off. Okay. So is there something here, like, can we find a water drop for the middle symbol? No? So maybe there's like a conversion somewhere that will explain what we're supposed to. And then there's table here. So I'm really not sure. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to be for. Doesn't appear to necessarily do anything. South America, Africa. I don't know. I guess we try looking around a little more. The exit is blocked. Look for another way out of the library. Of course it's blocked. Alright. Do we point them all here? No. That would have been too easy. The watercolor. Let's see. I mean, it looks like they're all up, but maybe that's not correct. The large card table is the showpiece of the room. Okay. Yeah, there's gotta be something more to this. I just don't know what yet. And then we have these things. Does it perhaps have something to do with the candle? Or maybe... Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so Africa... Maybe we have to do this. Africa, Euro Mountains, South America. Okay. Let's see. So that might actually be helpful. So... Now, which one is which, I guess? Is that what it is? Okay, maybe that's telling us what it is. So this, I brought a dagger at the bazaar in Africa. Africa is circle. So, circle. This is the Ural Mountains. So that's going to be the Pentagon. Maybe? And then this one will be the square. Perhaps. Okay. So, do we put that code in? Is that something we can enter here? Do these symbols exist? Circle. We have a pentagon. Is there something else we have to enter here? Maybe something that represents mountains. And then I don't know what we could possibly have for the last one. I feel like this is related though. Looters had taken the horseshoe to the Ural Mountains. I confronted them in the icy north. Okay. In the icy north up here. Okay. Maybe this represents a number, like the number of sides. So if this one is Africa, that one was triangle, right? Or no, circle? Circle, pentagon. Okay, so circle, pentagon, and square. So 054, is that some kind of code we can enter in? Maybe. Is there something we can do with it here? Is there some way we can represent 5? Not sure. All right. 3 of the candles are burned down completely, but we can't seem to do anything about the 2 that are left. Unless that's supposed to be another code. Could be. What is up here? Can't seem to do anything up there. Or up here. Alright, what about in the curtains? Anything we can do with that? No. We can't look at these books, right? Let me read these entries more carefully. I bought the dagger at a bazaar in Cairo on my journey through Africa. Looters had taken the horseshoe to the Ural Mountains. I confronted them in the icy north. While I was exploring South America, I found the statue in the deep jungles of the Amazon. I mean, I guess that seems fine. I don't know if that's supposed to... I mean, they're movable. That's the thing that makes me wonder. Like, is there... We can't click these to change them. I feel like there's something we need to do with that map, but I just don't know what. There's a secret passageway here. So we need to check there. I think maybe that's what we need to look for. Let's see. So there's some kind of secret passageway here. How can we open it? One of these books, perhaps? I bet it's going to be this, isn't it? The question is, what do we do? They were once the most influential noble house in the region, but how does that help? Because this doesn't show anything helpful unless that's supposed to be like upside down or something like that. I don't know. Clearly there's a hidden staircase here though. But I don't know. Let's see. There's gotta be some way we can determine what it is. There's so many puzzles here. Which one do we do? That's the main question. And we can't do anything here. Is there anything down there? No? Doesn't seem to be. What about under the table? Can we do anything under the table? No? Okay, I mean, if we look at this as a grid, does that help us in any way? Not really. Not unless there's some way to convert it to this, but what would that be? I'm really not sure. There's got to be some way to convert stuff, right? Let's see. The common werewolf, just one of numerous treaties. Okay, so if we look at our little mythical paper here, it's books, red, water, table. You have to scribble down the 3 hiding spots. And this one had red on it originally. Does that mean the journal? Maybe? I don't know what it means we have to scribble down the 3 hiding spots. These look like books to me. They definitely look like books. But I don't see anything that looks like water. I mean, that's the opposite of water here, is fire. Scribble down the 3 hiding spots. And none of the book collections seem to be about water. At least not obviously. What about any of these books over here? Can we click on them by the side? Or turn this? Anything hidden in these menus anywhere? Anything on this screen? I'm gonna keep looking because, like, it makes me very curious. See, windows. Yeah, I don't know. Just scribble down the 3 hiding spots. So obviously we have to use the pen, right? This one already had red on it, which implies that that one is when we have to. Wait a second. Does it matter color? Like, I don't have the right colors unless that's blue, not purple. I mean, it looks purple. Oh. Okay. Okay. What color would this one be? Or is that just going to be... Maybe it's not that color? Maybe it's red too? Maybe it has to be multiple colors. Because water is technically blue, right? Not seeing anything yet. See, that one wouldn't have mattered. So I'm feeling like there's some other answer here that we gotta do. You gotta scribble down the 3 hiding places. The 3 hiding spots. Well, we know the first symbol. Clearly, it's that. What is water? Do we have something in there about water? Well, we know the first one is that. What would water be? Maybe that, and then table, like... What would table be? Like, is that a table? Is there some other symbol for water? Maybe like a glass of... Oh, wait, yeah. I don't know. What if we scribble over the whole page? Is there anything else that we'll see? No, it doesn't seem like it. We just clearly get this one. Okay. Is there any... Maybe we scribble on the back. That could be a thing. Let's see. No, doesn't look like it. But what if it means like in the book, right? Okay, so let's try looking in the book. Do we have something for water? We could scribble on the table, right? There we go. Okay, so the last one is going to be plus. Where would water be? It's not going to be anywhere in here, right? Yeah, okay, so T, the little plus sign. What else? Is this going to be like water somewhere? No. Nothing there. Gotta find water. A water drop? Is there a water drop on the book itself? Maybe? There is. Okay. So B. Okay, and then plus. Alright, so then this one is that one, and then plus. There we go. Okay, that was pretty clever. And there's the 3 artifacts. Double-headed statue with 2 jaws. The central part looks like it can be moved. Alright. Did we just get poisoned? That's left twice? Up, down. Okay. Left twice? What would we turn left? I wonder if we can put these on the board. We'll see. A very elegant for an ordinary horseshoe. There could be more hidden here. Okay. I think these are going to be directions that we gotta do, right? I think. Okay. And then the last one. Finely intricate ornamentation. I wonder what the blade looks like. Down twice. And then to the right. 3 times. Okay. Well, let's see if that works. Okay, so the blade was found in Africa. So Africa, we want to do down twice and to the right 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. The horseshoe was in the north, and it says down right, Okay. Down, right, right. And then the last one. Right, right. Up, down. Okay. Right, right, up, down. Alright, nice. What is that? Opens the secret passage. Okay.
The secret passage leads you through a hatch in the floor into the Countess' bedchamber. An unpleasant smell of alchemical substances hangs heavily over the room.
Maybe she was trying to research solutions? That must be the Countess. A painting of the Countess? She is said to be a beauty with snow-white skin and blazing red eyes. Yeah, I think she might actually be a vampire. A candle holder like in the library, only this one has been knotted strangely. Yeah, it has. I wonder if that will be like, this one is not lit. I wonder if it will matter, like, because it goes to the outside. We have some notes here. A bunch of new pages for the Book of Trials. You should take a closer look. 1,000 years, half an eternity, the potions of the Blocksberg witches are helped for a brief time. Only helped for a brief time. They are supposed to make me forget the side effects of my condition. However, the concoctions only seem to make my head more confused. I am losing my mind. Shake me? Maybe we have to actually find the bottle and shake it. From the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crest, follow the path until you can no longer. The stag is ordinary. The hare jumps over its neighbor. The trout swims in the opposite direction. The tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper, but no red lines. Okay. So the stag is normal. The stag is ordinary. The hare jumps over its neighbor. I wonder what this is supposed to mean. I mean, obviously it's related to the puzzle down there. The tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper, but no red lines. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. My gaze is different from what the others on the door could ever be. My gaze on the door must match that of the lonely eye in your possession. You have a lonely eye? Maybe it's something in the book? Alright. Okay, so I think first let's find a shake me potion. One of these. Potion of the morning sun. The concoction is said to alleviate the sensitivity to sunlight. Alright. Okay. I don't know what we did, but sure. Let me shake it more. It has a V. Okay. What is this one? Potion of the Crescent Moon, an old witch's recipe that helps against an insatiable thirst for blood. Okay, so that one becomes green, and it's a 3. Okay. Is there any more? Okay, so we know... Oh, we know these now. We have to figure out these, I presume. It seems that the Countess has a soft spot for alchemy. What does she need these test tubes with different colored liquids for? Well, we'll figure it out. The levers shake but cannot be moved. Something invisible seems to be blocking them. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out then. Okay. That's fine. Maybe, I wonder, we might have to find a picture that shows what that should be. Let me open the drawers. Okay. Let's keep looking. This is the eye thing, right? So we can look at that one. What's that? What's over here? What do these do? Like, stuff is moving, but I don't know what it's affecting. Maybe we have to have a piece here before we can do this puzzle. That makes sense. An inviting four-poster bed. You could take a good nap here, but there's no time for that right now. From the window, you can see the snow-covered castle courtyard, but it won't open. Okay, so maybe... Let me look at the eye puzzle again. Let's see. So we did do the shaking. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. In weariness half open, my gaze it reveals. My gaze is different from what the others on the door could ever be. My gaze on the door must match that of the lonely eye in your possession. Do we have a lonely eye? Let's see. Is there one, like, on the cover? We can remove that now. Do I see an eye? I don't know. I don't really see one. Alright. From the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crest. Okay, of the darkly highlighted crest. Follow the path until you can no longer. The stag is ordinary. So it goes like this, I guess, and then it can't go anymore. Okay. So I think this will tell us how they need to be, right? So let's try this. So that would be that way for the stag, right? Because we started the darkly colored one, he goes up this way, and then he goes this way, there's nothing more. The hare jumps over its neighbor. Where is the hare? Well, we also got the stag over here. So how does the stag go? I'm not sure. Stag. The hare jumps over. See, the hare has no dark from the lower tips of the darkly highlighted crests. Okay, so from the lower tips. The tree is like the stag and crosses borders of the paper, but no red lines. Okay, so if we start here and goes down, the stag is normal. And then we have the rabbit. The rabbit jumps over his neighbor. The tree crosses the borders of the paper, but no red lines. So the tree is like this. So the tree is sideways. Okay, so let's try this one. The trout swims in the opposite direction. Okay. The rabbit jumps over his neighbor. The tree goes like this. This swims backwards. And so the stag is upside down. Maybe? Then we do this one. It goes this way. Rabbit jumps over his neighbor. And then does that just mean the rabbit is upside down? Well, let's see. If we follow this one, he goes this way, this way, this way, jump over our neighbor, go backwards. We can't. So the fish should be turning to the right. Wait, the fish should be turning to the right. We're missing one. I think we have to find the rabbit one before we can do this puzzle. Okay, so maybe we do have to do the eyeball puzzle. Well, let's look at it. Whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. Okay. What is my true gaze? In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. Okay. Oh, this one? What should it be? One of those? So this is all open, right? My gaze is different from what the others on the door could ever be. Okay, which one is that? We're looking at the rings on the outer side, right? So this is one. Which one's the one that has two? Okay, so the one, this one. What can it not be? None of the others be. It could not be that one, right? Yeah, so I think that's the only one that one can be. Okay. So this one has to be that. In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. My gaze on the door must match that of the lonely eye in your possession. Do we have some kind of lonely eye? What lonely eye do we have? The lonely eye in your possession? What would that be? I don't see an eye here. Unless... yeah, I don't see an eye. Alright, I'm pretty confident about this one. In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. Half open. Maybe that means it has to be half of one and half of the other. So what would that be? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of like, maybe it's like this, and this is like, it's not exactly a combination of those, though. It's pointing to them. That's why I thought it might be. Alright, and then this one. Maybe it's talking about this one because it's dark, whereas the other ones... but no, that's got the half circle. So it's dark. My gaze on the door must match that of the lonely eye in your possession. Unless it means this one. I don't know what else it could be. So let's see. Can we just do that then? Because that's the only one that matches that. Alright. In weariness, half open, my gaze reveals itself. Does it? What if we scribble anything? No. It shows my true gaze. What is my... whenever it opens, it shows my true gaze. How does one open it? Not sure. This one, it says, when it's half open, weary half open, my gaze reveals itself. So I'm not sure. Maybe there's something we can see. We could look. Now there are 4 of these, which kind of makes me wonder if that's somehow related. I feel pretty okay about the last two. The first two, I'm not really sure about. And there's nothing we can put in here. Can we, like, slide these? Is there any of these that can flip? Or are we missing a piece? Is this the thing we can't do yet? It might be. Because nothing seems to be moving. We can look over here again. Oh, mortar bowl. The bowl is encrusted with yellowish remnants of potion ingredients. Okay, let's look at this. Shake it. Can we scrape this away? Okay, so that's number 6. Will it now appear? I wonder. Will this now be, this is number 6. Okay, so we need to put them in order. That's what we need to do. So moonlight is 3, sunlight is 5. So moonlight is 3, sunlight is 5. We need to figure out, well, this just says 4 and this just says 1. Durr. All right. Now what do we got? Adder stone and tarot card. A mysterious stone with a hole in the middle and the Fool tarot card. This could be interesting. As soon as secret information from the spirit world is on an object, the symbol on the adder stone will light up. Click on the symbol to select the stone. Okay. Wait. Oh. A beautiful reverse can also delight. Click the adder stone again to deselect it. Okay. Alright, so let's see. A beautiful reverse can also delight. Oh. You guessed, you fool, you valiant kind. The mirrored shade of her painting shall guide thy mind. The mirrored shade of her painting? How do we do that? I know it's talking about as soon as information from the spirit world is in your field of vision, the symbol. Okay, okay. Alright, we drag it across and check it out. Oh, welcome to the spirit world, you fool. Oh boy. Interesting. So now I bet we can do this. Oh, there's a spider. Okay, so now it's clear. I still don't know what we do with this. But now it's clear. So let's go check out is there anything here that we need to look at? No. Okay. We'll look at this, I guess. Maybe there's something we can see here. Oh. Okay. It's got an up. The chalice is there. Okay. So her arm is bent up. That arm is down. And then the chalice is over here. And she's facing this way. Oh, wait. This is backwards. Oh, wait, no. I need to look at the... Where is the up arrow in relation to where she's facing? So let's look. So the up arrow is behind her. The arm behind her is bent up. All right. So that means that this needs to be behind her. It's bent up, and then the chalice and her arm is down. There we go. Nice. We're just knocking them out left and right. We got a mirror. Oh, a crest. A wooden cover has been placed over. I wonder what could be behind it. Could it be a rabbit? I wonder. All right. Let's pull it out. I bet it's a rabbit. What do you guys think? It's a rabbit! I never would have guessed. All right. Let's go ahead and go put it in place.
Something about the library is different. You don't know exactly what it is, but there's the echo of a strange presence in the room.
I see
Almost
this.
as if someone or something had been here in the meantime.
I see this. Yes, I see stuff. I see this and I see this. Okay, so a marble hand, probably broken off a statue. What is it? Is it pointing? Oh, we can do this. Are you pointing at me? Sure. Please. Can we do this? It just points at us. That's not freaky at all. That's so weird. You. Okay, I don't want you to point at me, but thank you. Alright, and then we have this book. An old folio. The pages are so strongly stuck together with red wax they cannot be opened. This side left. Okay. Let's see. Hannah's T. Oh. Lara W. Okay. Frank. Anna H. Ruth R. Okay. So we gotta point the hand down somehow? I guess we can't point the hand down. Huh. This side up, this side left. Are we supposed... I'm curious. Can we scrape it off? No. What is this that we're looking at? Marie Curie? Ruth R. Okay, so maybe these are like scientists that we're gonna need to know. Oh, no. Oh, it's saying this one. Lara W. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Well, I'm not sure where that will come into play. But maybe? We'll have to see. Right now, let's put this one on. I think we can put it on here. Okay, so now let's look back at our puzzle. This one. From the lower tips. Okay, so the tree can, so I assume it's gonna point. So the tree's going down, down, down. He jumps over. Oh, we went the wrong way. So he jumps over his neighbor. We gotta go to the bottom tip. The tree crosses the border, but not over red lines. So the tree points to the right. Or to the left. Yeah, so we have that one. Alright. So this one. The trout swims backwards, opposite direction. Oh wait, yeah. So he would go that way, but he jumps that way. The hare jumps over. This guy goes this way, swims backwards. Does that mean stag is upside down? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's check this. So stag goes this way, hare jumps over, and then hare's upside down. That was all we had to do, was figure out the hare. Nice. Alright, so what do we get? Okay. The letters look exactly like the invitation you received. Were these people also guests of the Countess? Magical artifact capable of making contact with the spirit world. Okay. Okay. We have a doorway here. Can we say open? Okay, I think what we need to do is probably the name on the book, right? Lyra W. So, let's see. Let's try. Oh. Small 9. Small 9. What? Small 9. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but... Oops. Let's scrape it. Small 9. What is small 9? Will it do... Well, that was bad, but... We may not need that at all. Will any of the other names do anything? Like, if we do Hannes? Alright, so if we do Hannes. Okay, so it's just Lyra. Okay. Alright. Small 9. Oh, small is 9. Okay, okay. Okay. Irwin. Okay. Let's see. Can we do Irwin? Alright. Irwin. Okay. That's gonna be large circle is what? 5. Okay. And then the other one, I know what we're gonna have to do for this. It pointed at us. So, do we do our name or guest? I'm not sure. I'm gonna try our name first, the name of the profile. But it did say guest. Maybe we do guest. Let's try guest. Yeah, it was guest. Okay, so middle is 2. All right. So middle is 2. There we go. All right, a wooden star. 8 beam-shaped plates are embedded in the wood. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know what I did, but sure. Whatever I did closed it up. Sure. An extendable telescope. 3 star paths are depicted on it. Can I use this? I don't know. Okay, so we may have to figure out. I'm not sure. Maybe we can look at it through this and see if this reveals anything. No? What about this? Does this tell us anything? Nothing. What about the other side? No. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that does. Maybe we can use that somewhere. Alright, so we want... See, it looks like this. That's what I'm not sure about. This one we want down. Right? Okay, there's 2 here. Maybe? Down 1. What else do we got? Is there anything else that says anything? Like, if we look through this, can we see anything? No? I'm not sure. We may have to come back to that. What else do we got? A note. What is this note trying to tell you? Large stars mark the start of fully expended paths. Small stars stand at the end of paths that are revealed by dark rings. Okay. The telescope reveals the secret of the wooden star. The big space in the middle awaits it. Okay. What exactly is the Countess's condition? Is she a vampire? Is she a werewolf? Is she something else altogether? Who knows? Right now, my money's on vampire, but we'll have to see. Hopefully, we can pass her test as we continue on in the next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Lear27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.